3 times in one day. I feel like I'm 18 again. Anyway, that's a joke. If you don't get it, ask your parents about it. So, I drove back from Butt County, and I stopped to get myself a little lunch. Lunch consisting of 2 protein bars, down to 201. It's 201, was it yesterday when I weighed myself? It's a long way from the about 250 that I was at previously. A year and a half ago now? So a year and a half, almost 50 pounds lost. Not bad. Consistency is key. Anyway, so I'm like, you know what I haven't done? I haven't checked in on my old buddy Rusty Moore. Well, Rusty Moore, I thought his trial was set for some time right about here and now. My little almond was activated. Now, for those of you who don't know who Rusty Moore is, Rusty Moore was a guy who got pulled over in Minnesota. I think Minnesota or Michigan. I don't know. One of those northern states. Doesn't matter. And Audit the Audit decided to make this big. Rusty put up the body cam footage on his channel, and then Audit the Audit decided to make a big old video on how the cop was wrong. And now Rusty's innocent. And I took apart that video, and I got everybody telling me, oh, Rusty's innocent. He's going to get found innocent. So I followed along, because why wouldn't you? Rusty had a driver's license revocation. That's an administrative kind of thing. And he lost that. And I was like, wow, absolutely he lost it. And here's why. And people are like, no, you don't understand. He had a doctor who said that his metabolites were correct for having taken the correct dosage. I'm like, well, he didn't have him testify. So he might not have a doctor, huh? If you don't have a doctor to testify, you don't have a doctor. And everybody's like, oh, he's going to the Supreme Court. He's going to win there. I'm like, he's not going to win there. And he didn't win there. Imagine that. The Supreme Court upheld the lower court's ruling. Freaking crazy. Was it the Supreme Court or the Court of Appeals? I don't know. Doesn't matter. He appealed it. He lost. Who'd have thunk it? Certainly not a first-year family law attorney. And then I said he was either going to plea or lose at trial. Everybody's like, he's not going to plea, he's not going to lose. And then he entered a plea. And I'm like, he entered a plea. And everybody's like, no, he withdrew his plea. And I checked and he withdrew his plea. I'm like, well, he's going to lose a trial. I mean, we'll see. He's got nothing. Well, he entered a plea again on the 17th. It was entered. They did sentencing the same day. It was 6 months deferred. Basically, he's on probation for 6 months. And if he's a good boy and keeps his nose clean, doesn't crush up any Adderall and snort it in the meantime, complies with the terms of his probation, then in 6 months the charges will be dismissed. So there you go. Rusty Moore. Another one where John was right. Today has been a huge day of John was right and all my detractors were wrong. Why do you guys listen to them? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, why would you listen to them? I mean, if they can't see the obvious, then I don't know. And I still have idiots in my comment section telling me about how I'm getting shit wrong. I'm like, but the court keeps bearing out what I'm saying. Like, I have a very, very high prediction rate success in these things. And even when I'm wrong, like one time I was wrong is on DeCastro's criminal appeal. At the end, I'm like, man, the testimony of the cop, that really makes me think that he's got like a better chance, like a 33% chance of winning, and then he won. But see, even then I was thinking, man, this is going from like a pure loser, like after watching the cop testify, because the cop said something about, if he hadn't been like filming, I wouldn't have reacted that way. And I'm like, that's a bad admission for the cop. But anyway, I was wrong on that. But I was still seeing the pattern, looking at the testimony. Anyway, take advice from fools, get foolish advice. But maybe maybe I'm not biased. Maybe I do have a good understanding of the law. Maybe I'm able to look at the pleadings and the rulings and everything like that and come up with a pretty good idea of how shit's going to shake out. Maybe being a first-year family law attorney has assisted me in being able to predict the outcome of various cases. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just really lucky. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.